Welcome back to your midweek Wednesday TTS Daily with me, Yi. Only 4 quick stories today. It's the midweek, we just want to chill. Number 1, a spooky story locally or not, followed by Ninja Van Singapore doing their latest round of layoffs, followed by a boy in Shanghai who insists on someone's Labubu in someone's house. It's not even his house, it's not even a Pop Mart store. Lastly, Singapore drivers said they are getting more passengers after the clampdown on illegal drivers in Singapore. So, let's kick things off. Right up, we see this video of a boy in an SBS bus, and then when the camera pans to the left, you see there is no boy standing there. This video went viral and some people actually got spooked out by this. I mean, the Lunar 7 month, the Hungry Ghost Festival, the Ghost Month starts officially in 10 days. Are you ready for it? Because I am expecting we're gonna see a lot of spooky stories getting featured here. Like this, but this is no spooky story. Rewind back to second number 1, the first second of the video, the boy is standing in front of the handicap area, okay? The cameras pan to the left and it shows there is no handicap areas where the boy supposedly be. Instead, there are seats there. So obviously, this boy was actually in a bus next to the bus that the passenger is in. I mean, the creator of this video now has came out clarifying that she legitly thought that she saw a phantom boy. She legitly thought that she was filming a phantom apparition of a boy standing in the bus that she was in, and she's not aware that it was actually a boy in a bus next to her bus. I mean, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. This just in, Ninja Van Singapore has just laid off approximately 12% of its Singapore workforce as part of a strategic restructuring. This comes just 2 days after Straits Times reported that Ninja Van is in talks to raise $80 million in an internal funding round and slashing its valuation by about half to about only $1 billion. So apparently, profit margins in the logistics sectors are really slim right now. I was under the impression that the logistic industry was doing very well. I mean, Ninja Van itself, in their 6 markets that they are in, they're in 6 different marketplaces all over the world, they are delivering 2 million parcels a day. Let that slowly sink in. 2 million parcels a day is a ton. A whole mega ton. And now they're saying that they are restructuring because they need to strengthen the business model for sustainable growth. Instantly, my first thoughts is going to be, that's it, it's AI, right? They're going to be removing probably, just my own personal opinion, maybe some employees from lower to middle management, replaced by AI. Let AI take over more mundane tasks, and then for delivery drivers, it's only about time before autonomous driving vehicles would be really common all over the world, including Singapore. But then there's still one thing that is not covered yet. Even if there is autonomous driving vehicles, who is going to be the one that is going to be carrying the parcels up to the units or to the pickup point, to the delivery point? How does that work out? Or maybe in the future we're gonna get we're gonna get delivery drones. So maybe if you want to do Scale's future or what, you should be you should be a drone pilot. But in future there will be autonomous drone pilots too. So how do we secure our rice bowls when AI is slowly taking over potentially our jobs and even our future jobs? I don't know. Perhaps that's why there's more and more creators such as ourselves, over at different platforms trying to reach out and build our social so that we can secure our rice bowls. But then it is also before time where there'll be a ton of Talk Squad AI lookalikes, and you know what? Even AI can cover 20 news while I can only do 3 news a day. Is my job at risk too? Are kids really so scary now? This just happened in Shanghai when a boy followed a visiting kin of a Chinese influencer to his home, and this influencer is known as Brother Tail, active on Xiaohongshu, which I'm not familiar with. But anyway, this guy is rich, okay? So apparently he visited this Brother Tail's home and he saw this Labubu, and this Labubu was adorned with jewelry, supposedly allegedly expensive jewelry. And the boy, who is not even a kin of Brother Tail anyway, he was following just the visiting kin of Brother Tail, go to the house, sees a Labubu doll adorned with jewelry and says, I want that. Obviously, Brother Tail is not going to give a Labubu doll adorned with jewelry, allegedly expensive jewelry, to some random kid, right? Who cares if you are a friend of my relative, or is it the distant relative, or a friend of my visiting kin? Do you just come over to some random people's home, point at something and say, I want that? Maybe you asked it in a nice way, we have no context on that, but anyway, Brother Tail refused and the kid threw a tantrum. It's so sad the story doesn't have context on the age of the boy, okay? Anyway, the boy was so upset he threw a remote control at a mirror glass ceiling, shattering the part of the mirror glass ceiling and also causing a 300,000 RMB yuan Italian chandelier to fall and break. Thankfully, nobody got injured, I mean, if it's a 300,000 RMB chandelier, I expect it to be huge. Thankfully, nobody got injured, but you know what? I mean, are kids so insane right now? Go to a stranger's house, see something nice, ask for it, get rejected, throw and smash stuff up. And you know what? After this incident, okay, it was reportedly a total damage that the influencer Brother Tail suffered is about 400,000 yuan. There's about 72,000 Singapore dollars. That's about 54,000 USD in property damages itself. And when the Brother Tail tried to ask the boy's parents, for like compensation, I mean, obviously they should, right? The boy's parents said that, I'm sorry, we are really poor. If you really insist, we would sell all our belongings and we can maybe return you around 20,000 yuan in compensation because they are poor. So Brother Tail just take the loss on his own, kudos to him. But I mean, what were the parents doing? The parents were still defending and empowering their kid, even telling Brother Tail, please do not share this story, on your socials because it might affect our child's mood. Who's calling the shots in this house? It seems that this boy is the boss in this household, it seems so. I mean, look, if this boy behaves this way in a random stranger's house, be it a rich stranger's house, throwing tantrums because he doesn't get things his way, I am really, really curious, how does he behave in school? This is just red flags that potentially this kid might be a bully in school or in other social settings, So parents out there, you have to take accountability for how your kids behave. It is your duty to make sure your kids are taught by you and don't just leave everything to the school. Don't think the school will handle everything. You have to take accountability for your kids' action and how they behave. Singapore ride-hailing and taxi drivers are rejoicing because some of them have reported up to 30% business increase following clampdowns on illegal cross-border services. We covered a story just a few days ago on how few MPVs, Singapore registered vehicle MPVs, that were actually arrested at Johor Legoland for providing cross-border service back to Singapore. And people are saying that this was in retaliation, probably allegedly due to because some illegal cross-border services were happening in Singapore. I think some of their favorite points is like tourist spots like Changi Airport, Gardens by the Bay and so forth, and offered cheaper rates for cross-border trips back to Johor Bahru, JB. So now, local drivers have reported some seeing 30% more business to 20% surge, and 2 taxi drivers also noted 10% more passenger increase. So I'm wondering, what's next? I mean, it's kind of confusing because for passenger-wise, right, just one which is the most cost-effective service. Sometimes passengers don't even know whether is this legal or not, right? I mean, to them, they're just paying for a service. So maybe easier for us, hassle-free for us passengers is, maybe enhance the licensed cross-border taxi scheme, okay, which is part of the government response. And there will be more boarding, alighting points, diverse vehicle types, and a user-friendly booking app. Of course, these are only current plans and would still require agreement with Malaysia due to reciprocal agreements. But anyway, we know the RTS is opening soon next year, so it's only about time when, maybe very soon, private hire vehicle drivers and taxi drivers will start complaining about the lack of passengers again.